What's up, beautiful people? This is Rain, and this is actually a mini special edition of Morning Vibe, I guess, while I'm child free, probably just for a few seconds, really. But, I really was thinking about how I woke up this morning, and I went to bed after midnight, so pretty much how I went to bed last night. And, if you listen to the first Morning Vibe, you know that today is my older brother's birthday. He is no longer on this plane on earth with us, but I'm blessed to be able to still feel his presence. And I want to tell you about the story that I tell myself that I wholeheartedly believe, and not the story of why he is not here, but the story of why he felt it was okay to leave, I guess. When you lose someone, we grieve in different ways, we go through different things, we react to it differently, and all those things. And I was really angry. I was really angry because as a younger sister, I felt like he was definitely all I had, who kind of got me in a way. It's the thing about siblings, like, you grow up together. There's no other person who has witnessed your life in that way or experienced as much of it as you have experienced, in that way. So So when he left this earth, I was very angry. I felt like he left me. He left me here by myself. There's no one who will get me like that. No one who will understand. Even though he got on my nerves, and I know I got on his nerves, you know, there's that connection that I'll never have again. And I was angry. And I went through many different emotions and many different thoughts. And I asked, and I came to the conclusion that he would not just leave me. I don't care what happened, and my brother's life was taken. It wasn't like he had any control in the matter at him, but I still felt like he wouldn't just leave me. He would have fought, he wouldn't just leave me here on this earth to do this thing called life by myself. So I told myself, I know what happened. Before he took his last breath, God allowed him to see what our life will be like. God gave him a glimpse of what the future would be like. And he was pleased enough to say, okay, they're going to be okay. And that tells me, because ain't no way you would have left me in any other condition. So that tells me that not only am I going to live in my purpose, I'm going to be happy and excel. I'm going to be able to do great things with my child that I never got to experience in my childhood. I'm going to be able to touch people in a way that I never imagined little old me, would be able to do. I'm going to walk in my power and really embrace who God created me to be. Not who the world made me or tried to make me or who society says I am, but who God created. Not even who I think I am, but who God created me to be. And I guess I'm sharing this to say, we all have situations, circumstances, and people who have left us in our lives. What keeps ringing in my head was Martin Lawrence on his stand-up show saying, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of life. We all have things that we are going through or went through. And I guess I'm posing a question to you. How are you going to allow that to better your life? Those loved ones that you lost, how are you going to live your best life? Because you don't know when your last breath is going to be. How are you going to use them as an example? How are you going to live in their honor? By living life happier, more aware, expressing and receiving more love. What steps are you going to take to be happy with your right now? We can worry about so many things going on with us right now. I could worry about the moles on my face. I can worry about the kink of my hair. I can worry about me not being as fit as I want to be. I can worry about me not being where I want to be in my career. I can worry about all of that. Worrying won't change any of that. Or I can be happy where I am today and be even more excited at where I'm going to put in the work to go. Because I don't know how much longer I have, so I better get on the ball now. Right? How are you going to use those lessons that you've learned to catapult you to happiness or success or peace in your life? Stop learning the same lesson. Stop letting people continue to die in your life and you still looking at life the same. Because until God calls you home, you're going to be here. So you going to roll over and die? Or you going to do something with your life? Like, which one? You're going to be happy? Or you're going to wake up miserable every day and do the same miserable thing every day? Stop letting people pass in vain. Stop letting your heart break in vain. Stop letting yourself get enraged and angered in vain. Do something different. Let this motivate you to do something different. Do something better. Baby steps. You can take baby steps each day, but change your habits. Start to move different. If you are tired of your weight and not being in shape and not being just at your physical best, then stop stopping. I had a huge problem. Still have. Let me not say have, because I'm far from perfect. I have a huge problem at stopping. I told myself ain't no more stopping. I'm not going to keep stopping because then I have to keep starting over. But if I keep going, then it's just my continuous journey. And yeah, it might take a little longer than I wanted to, but that's what it is. That's life. But I'm going to keep going because this time is going to pass no matter what. So make the most of it. Do something in it. Use it wisely. You may not like where you are in your career. Stop waiting for somebody to tell you you're worthy of something else. Go hard. Do your best at it. And if they don't think it's good enough, then baby, somewhere else will. And if you keep going to this place and to that place and ain't nobody messing with you, then baby, is it time to start your own business? Is it? When I think of how many years I spent as a server, I mean, sweating, y'all. I don't know how people felt when I came to the table sweating because I'm running back and forth and helping everybody else and trying to help myself because I ain't getting no help. And I'm beads of sweat on my head. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? You want a margarita? What can I get you? You know what I'm saying? When I spent all that time putting all that energy into making a business work and run for someone else. And when I left that job, they did not give a good hot damn. When I tell you, wasn't no, all right, it's your last day. Wasn't no celebration. You know, we appreciate you. Wasn't no, I wish you well. It wasn't no nothing. They didn't care. I was just another person. I was replaceable to them, even though I wasn't, because y'all struggling, but still, I was replaceable to them. It was no big deal for me to leave, even though, because I am the person that I am, I was not someone who, okay, not to get into it too much, to get off the subject, but I was someone who, if I'm a server and I'm serving you, I'm not going to just let you go without because I'm trying to prove something to a supervisor or something, you know? Because you didn't come in here for that. So I'm always worrying about the people. I'm always trying to be considerate. But that didn't get me anywhere in that aspect. But you know where it's going to get me somewhere in? My own business. If I work for myself, if I put all that hard work and effort that I gave someone else who did not care about me, who would not show me my worth, who does not believe in me, who does not care whether I'm living or dying, really. Once I give all that energy to myself and allow myself to make a difference, to make the difference that I desire, to make people feel good in a different way, is going to make all the difference in my life. And I'm not going to be sitting here living that life that I was told I need to live, that people want me to live, that someone says I'm only good at doing. You don't know the plans that God has for me. I don't know the plans that God has for me. God puts things on my spirit today. And I'm like, you sure? Like, and I'm not questioning you, but did I hear that right? Is that what you want me to do? Because I ain't got influence like that. I mean, I know what I'm talking about because you showed me and you done allowed me to see it manifest in real life. And you done showed me the, the highs and the lows. And I done been through what I've been through and know what I know. And I'm still learning what I'm learning. But you want me to do this? Like, you say I'm, okay, if you say I'm qualified, I'm not arguing. I'm just clarifying, making sure I'm on the right path. So what are you doing with your life? I had a friend pass when I was in high school, and I remember going to the ceremony and the funeral, and the pastor was saying that we're on borrowed time, that he gave his life saving someone actually, and that extra time in his life, we all got a piece of that time. What are you going to do with your time? What are you going to do with your time? Why are you here? How many years have you been on earth? Do you know your purpose? Have you looked into what your purpose is? Because you're not here for nothing. You're not here just to wake up and struggle and work for somebody else. You're not here solely to hate waking up on Mondays and to muscle through the day. You're not here for that. You're not here to be somebody's doormat. You're not here for somebody to tell you what you can't do, for somebody not to treat you like the amazing person that you are. You're not here for that. You're not. You're not here not to be noticed. You're not here to be invisible and just to get by life in the shadows. You're not here for that. Stop minimizing your dopeness. What is it that you are going to do to honor those who have come before you, who we feel have gone too soon, to just yourself, your old self, the lessons that you went through, the heartache, the headache, the hardships, the things you've overcome, what is it that you're going to, how are you utilizing those things to better yourself? I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm raising my hand right now like y'all can see me, but I'm going to be 100% honest and say, for me, there's so many things that I have yet to accomplish. I'm not close to where I want to. I'm not close. When I tell you I'm not close to where I want to be, nor to where God has me going. I'm not close to where God has me going, and you're probably not close to where God has you going. But I have taken the time to really question things, and that's where it all started. And then as I'm questioning things, I'm coming into awareness. God took the veil away from my eyes, and I'm allowing myself to create happiness within my life, to create a healthier emotional routine, a better mindset, to create healthier habits, to be in just a better physical shape. And let me tell you something, to spiritually grow, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, I have grown within the last 2 years more than I have in my entire life, I feel. But we still have other things to do, right? On this earth, money ain't everything, but it's sure a resource that we need to get what we need to get. So let's get into that financial growth. Let's get into that physical growth. Let's get into manifesting all of these things, because we don't know how much time we have. And to appreciate the ones that we don't have here anymore, so that their life is not in vain, so that we're remembering them in this way. This is the first year that I've woken up on this day and not felt miserable, and not felt in so much pain. And I don't believe that time heals all wounds. I believe that time allows you to figure out how you're going to cope with what you're dealing with what life has presented you, with that lesson, with that hardship, with that cross to bear. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I believe my family's doing. So stop wasting time. Stop waiting till Monday. Stop waiting till the next month. Stop waiting till the new year. You ain't got time for all that in real life. Like, for real, you don't. You ain't got time for all of that. So today, what is it that you're going to do today to better your tomorrow, to make your tomorrow better, happier, more fulfilling, more purposeful. Do you know if you don't know your purpose, I need you to start figuring it out. Because you're here for a reason. Every day you're waking up, it's for a reason. And you're just wasting the time not living in it or trying to figure it out. If I told you right now, hey, if you lived in your purpose starting tomorrow, your income would increase by $10,000. You know, your physical features would change. They would improve. They would be better to your liking, not to the world's. You would just be happier overall within a year if you started today. Because that could very well be the truth. But how will we know? Stop. We gotta stop. We gotta get out that mind frame of being a victim and thinking that this is where we're supposed to be and struggling is what we're supposed to do because that's what everyone else seen. And I know I used to be that because I didn't see anyone else who has reached the status that I desire to reach. But guess what? Even if there was no one else, I can be the first. It's okay. And I'm done talking off y'all ear for this Thursday, but I really felt the need to put this out there. I sincerely love everyone listening to this. I'm sending good vibes to you. Continue to put out good vibrations and let karma come back and bless you. Let the universe bless you. Because God created it to be that way. All right, I'm going to get out of here. This is Rain with a special edition of Morning Vibe. Shout out to my brother. Happy 34th birthday today, bro. I miss the hell out of you. I love you, and I appreciate you still being here with me. I feel your presence. And even if people think I'm crazy in the mug, I don't care. It makes me happy to feel your presence. I love y'all. Tell people you love them if you love them. You know, don't be afraid to be real and be transparent today and forever. Y'all enjoy y'all Thursday, all right? What's up, beautiful people?